morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Kim. Today is Wednesday, April 13th, 2022. Our team is taking some time off this week for spring break, so here are a few favorite KidNuz science stories from the past year. We begin with the world's first flying car. As of January of 2021, the FAA gave the Terrafugia the green light to travel 100 miles an hour at 10,000 feet. When it becomes street legal, drivers stuck in traffic will be able to convert to flying in less than a minute. And for parking purposes, its 27-foot wingspan can fold up to neatly fit in a one-car garage. Getting behind the wheel won't be easy. The price tag is high and 2 tests are required, one at the DMV and one for a sports pilot's license. Can science restore sight to the blind? A report in the journal Nature Medicine is offering hope to those suffering from a genetic form of inherited blindness. In what's being called a milestone in gene therapy, scientists have successfully restored at least partial sight in one eye of a 58-year-old man who was born blind. Using a technique called optogenetics, they created light-catching proteins in his retina, which, with the help of special goggles, allowed him to identify objects by sight for the first time. The view was admittedly blurry, but still the advancement is considered to be groundbreaking. The successful trial is the result of 13 years of effort and has given hope to future breakthroughs in the field. Most flashes of lightning last only a fraction of a second and span less than 10 miles. Not these two. Using satellite technology that looks down from above, scientists have identified 2 record-breaking megaflashes. One, a single bolt on April 29, 2020, that stretched approximately 477 miles across Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. And while that took the honor for distance, it didn't for the duration. A different mega flash in South America on Halloween 2018 lit up the skies for more than 17 seconds. Both are now world records. The International Space Station is headed for an intentional crash landing. In its International Station Transition Report released in February, NASA detailed plans to retire the Space Lab by letting it deorbit or fall to Earth in January of 2031. The lab's final destination will be a remote and uninhabited area of the Pacific Ocean known as Point Nemo, the farthest location from land. Since 2000, more than 200 astronauts have traveled to the ISS, conducting important scientific experiments that have benefited people here on Earth, and that will hopefully be used when humans finally explore deep space. And while the space station's days are numbered, NASA won't be entirely finished with low Earth orbit operations. The agency plans to partner with commercial companies to help develop future space destinations. You have favorite colors, and according to a new study, so too do mosquitoes. And that means we may actually have some control over whether or not we get bit. The winged nuisances are attracted to us in the first place because our breath contains carbon dioxide. And according to research published in Nature Communications, every shade of human skin gives off a tasty red-orange signal that similarly beckons the bugs to bite. But in the mind of a mosquito, not all colors are created equal. Scientists sprayed a bunch of color swatches with carbon dioxide, then watched as the mosquitoes gravitated toward the red, orange, black, and teal ones, while completely ignoring green, purple, blue, and white. The research stopped short of measuring whether certain colors will keep us from becoming Skeeter snacks, but the scientists do think they're onto something that could help them design better sprays and repellents. That's it for KidNuz. Now today's KidNuz quiz. The FAA recently gave the green light to what kind of vehicle? A flying car. For how long did the 2018 world record mega flash light up the sky? 17 seconds. What famous space research center is NASA planning to retire? The International Space Station. What pesky insect do scientists believe can be repelled by certain colors? Mosquitoes. In today's Kid News Kicker, a giant sea dragon that swam the seas 180 million years ago turned up in the UK. The fossilized spine of an ichthyosaur was found on the beach of an English reservoir, and at 33 feet long with the skull alone weighing 1 ton, it is a discovery experts are calling mind-blowing. The ichthyosaur was a massive marine reptile that looked like a dolphin, could grow to 82 feet long, and it lived right alongside the dinosaurs. Paleontologists say it is the best archaeological find of its kind in 100 years. Before we head out, we want to say hello to our fabulous teachers and their students, starting with Happy Chappy at La Costa Heights in Carlsbad, California. Mrs. Wetzel and her Buffalo Bills fans at Menden Center in Pittsford, New York. Mrs. Dixon at Pine Ridge Elementary in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Mrs. Gallus at Oswegatchie School in Waterford, Connecticut. And Mrs. Johnson at St. Paul School in Cana, Virginia. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.